Thank you, sweet. Thank you so much, Engineer Chizzy, for accepting to do this interview so quickly on the fly. It's just that when you sent me that message, I was shouting and screaming here. So, if you don't know, Engineer Chizzy was one of our students in the How to Think Thinking School, both the 8-week foundational class and the 8-week intermediate class. We have an advanced 12-week class, but maybe she felt she had had enough by then. But from this testimonial, you will know that even if she still has far more to do with us, she's using exactly what she got. So tell me, Engineer Chizzy, when did you join us and why? Why did you join the How to Think Thinking Schools?
Okay, thank you, Coach K. I appreciate you. I appreciate what God is doing through you. I
Oh,
joined
thank you.
How to Think class. I think that was 2 years ago. I can't
Okay.
remember the exact time I joined. I can't remember the exact time I joined, but I joined it because I wanted something more for myself.
Mm,
And I think I'm not getting it. At that time,
mm,
I was a little bit depressed because what I wanted wasn't coming to me. So I
mm,
needed to shape and reshape my mind and do everything possible so that I can be the better version of myself.
mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what has happened since then? Tell us the story. You've told me a bit, but tell us what happened before you joined How to Think Thinking School and what you are saying and where you are going and where you are now. Just tell us the story. Flow. We'll flow with you.
Okay, okay. If you say story, okay, I will just say I'm just a young, normal Nigerian married woman. I have my children, I have my husband, you know. But before I joined the class, I was just struggling, to to be the better me. I have my family, I have my children. I'm always stressed. I'm always sometimes, you take it out on your husband, you complain a lot and all those kind of things. And sometimes it will be as if because I was or I am married, I can't achieve much as a
Mm,
marriage is limiting me to be the person I wanted to be.
mm,
So that was just it before I joined How to Think class. But all I know is that that wasn't what I wanted in my life. I wanted more. So I continued searching for how to get that more I wanted. And I came across your platform, How to Think Right, How to Think, yes,
mhm.
How to Think. As the man ticket is research, so it is. So I came across your class because I was already in the frequency of searching for more, searching to be better.
Mm,
Yes, I was already in it. So I came across your platform. And since I came across your platform, it has been, you reshape my thinking and everything about me because I used to have this even this inferiority complex sometimes about some certain things, not every aspect of my life, about some certain things about me. And sometimes I believe that I can't do this, I can't do this, I've not even tried doing that, but I've concluded that I can't do that, that another person can do that. I could
mm.
remember, yes, I could remember during my youth service, before my youth service,
Youth
because,
service is what we do
yeah,
in Nigeria after you have graduated from university. You
yes,
do 1 year.
NYSC.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
So before my youth service, just few months before, I concluded that if I go to youth service, I'm going to contest for NYSC as in my platoon beauty queen.
Hmm.
Because yes, because I know that I had what it takes, to
Mm-hmm.
contest for it,
Mm-hmm.
So I prepared myself. I went there to camp with my gown, with the
Mm-hmm.
hope that I'm going to contest for it. Do you know, Leo and behold, in my platoon?
Mm,
when the time came, they called me to participate, among the very few that they
mm,
called me. I didn't have the guts. I
mm,
shied away. Yes, I didn't have
mm.
the guts
Even though you
because,
wanted to do it and they called
yes,
you.
even though I wanted to, yes,
Wow.
yes, I didn't have the guts
Okay.
because, my platoon was failing in everything we participated in. We always
Oh.
take the last. So because we are failing, I don't want myself to be associated with that failing. And I also think it's also, I was feeling, I wasn't that too bold too, that I could do it.
Mm.
So I now use that opportunity, to withdraw from the contest.
Oh.
And another person from the platoon
Took
now,
it.
yes, took it.
Mm.
And look at me, oh, I was even the one teaching the girl what to do, how to,
Oh my goodness.
yes.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
and again, she didn't want, she took the seventh position out of
Mhm.
the 10 platoon. She took and they gave her something. And she
Wow.
won something because everybody that participated received something. She was like, I don't know, she was the seventh or eighth, she took the seventh or eighth position among
Mhm.
the 10 platoons we have.
Mhm.
You understand me? But she was celebrated.
Mm.
She was celebrated. All of them were celebrated, you know.
Mm.
So at the end of the day, I went home, telling myself, why didn't you? I don't know what happened to me. But that was just one of the stories in my
Mhm.
life. Then I joined How to Think class. You know, Coach K made me to understand that it's
Mm.
that I've been thinking wrong.
Mm.
I'm even it's as if I'm the one that inflicted the whole thing on myself,
Mm.
because of how I think, maybe because of maybe my past and everything. I'm trying to, be the victim. I'm not growing at all with that kind of thinking. She called
Mm.
it thinking thoughts,
Mm. Stinking
So
thinking. Yes.
yes, thinking. So I have to learn how to think I have to learn, relearn, and unlearn how to think, how to think right, about myself and what I want in life. So this is me here. I could remember in the class she asked us to bring a project, what you want to achieve. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, what
Yeah.
you want to achieve at the
Mhm.
end of the class.
Mhm.
And I brought a project. And my goal was, I applied, I just applied for a scholarship. My
Mhm.
goal was to get that scholarship and travel. And that
Mm.
was my goal. So every day, every time we do the class, we have some minutes to think about it, visualize it, and
Mm.
you think about the whole stuff. And you don't do it only that day of class, you do it every other day, you
Mhm.
know. So I kept on doing my own. It wasn't easy at the beginning because at the time, I don't know, you just visualize what you have not even seen. You are just visualizing and all those kind of
Mm.
things. But I kept on visualizing. At the time, it became part of me. As in, when you see yourself achieving what you have not even achieved in real life,
Mm.
you see yourself, so I can do this, I can do that. I see myself communicating, in the vision I was having then. I see myself communicating and discussing, doing something.
Wow.
So,
Mm.
but at the end of the day, I got my scholarship and I
Oh.
traveled to the country, my dream country then, and I'm here studying in Brazil because that was my dream. So I've been here 4 months.
Wow.
So I
Engineer Chizzy. I remember when you introduced yourself to me, you said, yes, your name is Engineer Chizzy. I remember I laughed. I said, "Ah, where is she calling
yes,
us? Is her name not Chizzy? Which one is the engineer again? Eh? Yeah, why we say engineer? But obviously,
uh,
you had something on your mind. So tell me it was 2025 you joined the intermediate class. So you had
yeah,
joined the foundational class, I think the year before. when we were doing the foundational
Yes,
class, and then we moved, or no, maybe a few months before. But anyway, you
a
told me
few
that
months before,
before,
yes.
yeah. So you told me that
Mm.
that was 2025, and this is
Mm.
2026. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
So you told me some things when we're talking about how your husband was noticing differences and your children. Tell us a bit about that.
Mm, yes, yes. Before I joined the class, I used to react. I used to react. When you say something I don't like, I will react. And it's also reflecting in my family. My husband, he will make a comment. I will react to the comment. And when I joined the class, I found out that there is a cause and effect. There's how they put it, a cause and effect, something like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And I found out that sometimes I don't really need to react to what other person are saying because I know that they're not talking about me, they're not talking
mm,
about me. Maybe it's their own insecurity or whatever. They're not really referring to me, they think they
mm,
want to bring you down. And when you react, you also, when you react to that, you are also bringing yourself stooping low, to
mm,
where they wanted you to be. So
mm,
it's in my family, my husband, they will just maybe say something carelessly. So once I know that this is not me, I will not react. I will not give him the pleasure, of reacting to that. And he started noticing it. And after that, I don't think we normally quarrel because when your husband says something in Nigerian family, and you as a woman, you react negatively to it. It's not funny, it's not funny
mm,
at all.
mm,
It
mm,
bring quarrel in the family. But my husband noticed that I don't normally react negatively to some of the things he says. Sometimes I'll just be neutral. Okay, okay. And I say, what is happening to you? This one, yeah, not, and we stop fighting. Yes, we literally stop as in fighting. I don't mean
Wow.
physical fight, arguing, unnecessary arguments. Because
Wow.
when you talk to me and I don't understand, no, this is not me. What you're saying is, no, you are not referring to
Mm,
me because I know
mm,
who I am. What's the need of arguing with you? And I say, okay,
mm,
oh, okay, and it will just go like that.
mm,
So and there's another thing again. I started seeing things in a positive way, being
mm,
optimistic in anything I do, even
mm,
even if the situation is bad currently, I see that good things will come out of it. And my husband, he
mm,
noticed that too, because I will be always be optimistic about everything, no matter what I'm saying at the right time. And that is one of the things I learned in how to think,
mm,
right? In how
mm.
to think school, yes.
How about with your children? What difference did it make?
Yeah, my children, they notice that too, because, I before maybe I wasn't so intentional about, telling them who they are, who they
Mm,
really are.
mm,
I wasn't so intentional about it,
mm,
telling them that you can do this, you can do that, you can, I wasn't so, but when I started attending the class, whatever I'm learning, I try to teach my own children. We even
mm.
had a kind of affirmation, daily affirmation, telling them who they are, reminding them that who they are.
Wow.
Yes, I'll tell them you are this, you are the master, you have this, everything is that fit. You only have to, whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve that. You just need to do that, no matter even if you're afraid, just do that. You know, my children, they know. They saw the changes, they saw the changes in me
Mm,
because whatever they want to do, I'll tell them go and do that. Even if you don't get the result you were expecting, just
mm,
do it because
mm,
you want to do it, and this
mm,
thing is good for you. Yes, they
mm,
know. Yes, I started being intentional about their growth and also their thinking. You know.
mm,
Yes.
mm. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. You said something really profound to me when we were talking. You said, I just did not want to be, I wanted to contribute to society. So explain that to us. Nigeria kind of limits you because you are
Yeah.
Nigerian, we are both Nigerians. We both grew up in
Mm.
Nigeria, studied in Nigeria up to university and all that. So
Mm.
explain that to me because people have dreams, but there is a reason why they have dreams. Where did that idea of wanting to contribute to society and therefore you are saying you needed to do some things, and which is what you're doing now? Explain that to us, please.
You know, our marriages in Nigeria, the way
Mm,
it is, and what the society expects from a married woman in
mm,
Nigeria. There is so-called, maybe, I don't know, virtuous woman,
mm,
in, yes, in Nigeria. So before I used to think that marriage limits me from achieving a lot of things I wanted to do for myself. You have to be pregnant for 9 months. After pregnancy, you have to, take care, breastfeed the baby, take care of the baby,
mm,
and all those kind of things. And when you are doing that, when you are doing that, it takes time.
mhm, mhm,
It takes time a lot. you know Maybe you now rest more, the next thing you are pregnant again.
mm,
So I think that all those routine affects I thought that all those routine affects my growth, my personal growth as a
mm,
person.
mm,
And another thing is that, they expected you to, even when you know more than, in some aspect or area in life, even when you know more than your husband, as long as your husband doesn't agree with that, you
mm,
know,
mm,
your point is not valid.
mm, mm, mm,
So I think that also was also affecting me,
mm,
because while
mm,
growing up, I wanted to be more. While
mm,
growing up, I want to travel all over the world. I want to have that experience, that exposure, of traveling and be free. Travel, not be free that I can't take care of my family. No, be free that you can really achieve. Maybe you want to go for a conference, you want to go for a study, you can be able to do that, while also taking care of your family. That's what I wanted for myself. I don't
mm,
really want to limit myself to being just a wife
mm,
and a mother.
mm,
You understand me?
mm,
Yes, I want to
mm.
be more
Come
than
on.
I want to be more than a wife and a mother, because I
Wonderful.
can't trade my family for anything. I love my
Mm,
family
mm,
so, so much. I
mm,
love them and I can't trade them. But at the same time, I also want to grow. I want to grow to be a person my children, if they, as in when they grow up, they'll say, "Ha, I want to be like
my
mommy,"
mom. Come
because
on.
yes, I want to be
Mm,
like mommy. And
mm,
they will see all those great things that their mommy has have achieved. They'll say,
mm,
that's if mommy can achieve this thing, that means I can do anything I want to do. I
mhm,
can be anyone I want to be.
mhm,
So I really want, and at the same time, not only my children, I want to be able to help anybody I want to help, or do
come on.
whatever I want to do. At any particular time, not when you want to do something. You will now start thinking the resources, it can be financial resources, it can be intellectual property, anything. You can't be
Mm,
able to do that because you don't have it. You just be stranded because there is nothing you could do. So I want to be in a position that whatever I want to do, I can be able to, as long as that thing is positive, is a good thing, I can be able to do it without stressing much about it. So I now told myself, for me to be able to do that, I need to change my environment,
mm,
because the environment I was in wasn't helping me. I was living close to my relation, my husband family, and all of them, they have say in whatever that is happening in the family.
wow.
That's the kind of marriages we are having in
In
Nigeria, because
Nigeria. Mm,
we are always, close, take decision,
mm,
even take advice from even people you are not supposed to take
mm,
advice from.
mm,
That's why we are not, I think that that's why some people are not really growing in Nigeria,
mm.
because
That is
you don't
powerful.
take, yes, you don't take advice from people that that you're supposed to take advice from. You're taking
Mm,
advice from people that have failed in their marriages,
mm,
that failed in life,
mm,
and you're taking advices from them because they are your relation, they are your
mm,
relatives,
mm,
that your mother, that your father, that your brother, that your sister, but that failed, and you're
mm,
taking advices from them.
mm,
So in my mind, I was like, I need to change environment. Maybe that environment will help me
mm.
because you can't be doing the same thing all the
All the
time,
time. A
and you
different
expect
result.
a different result. You
Mm,
understand? So I said, so for me to have that my different result, I need to travel. Maybe let me leave this environment. Let me
mm,
see what is there
mm,
out of the world. Let
mm,
me see how the new environment will affect my life.
mm,
Let me see, I'm that inquisitive about life,
mm.
So I took the bull by the horn, and okay, I said I must travel. And I started positioning myself and my thoughts to travel. And voila, yeah, I am.
Wow.
So that's it. Yeah.
And I hope you all heard her say her dream country, because she said Brazil, of all places to go for your PhD. That's what she wanted to go and do. Her PhD. She'd done everything else in Nigeria. Now she wants to do it in Brazil. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for the flight. You have to pay for accommodation. You have to pay for how to eat. You have to pay for the PhD itself. Like, how are you going to do this? Brazil. And she kept it and she kept going. Now, I want you to notice that Engineer Chizzy made applications. She didn't just sit down there, cross her hand, it will happen. God will help me. God will do it. She was making applications. And so, how did you get to Brazil?
Yeah, I was, I was already in the frequency because I already know what I want,
Mm,
you know. So I was in the right frequency and I saw the opportunity. When you're in the right frequency, opportunities concerning that your goal will come
mm,
to you. That's what I
mm.
believe.
Yep, you
So
are
I
right.
was in the right frequency,
Come on.
and the opportunity came. I grabbed it.
Come
I
on.
applied for it because I know I don't have that money to pay for my flights, pay
Hmm,
for school in
hmm,
Brazil. So I was looking actually for scholarship. That was what I was looking for. So I saw an opportunity and I took it, and I took that opportunity. But my thinking helped me to achieve that because when
mm.
I applied for it, I kept on visualizing myself in Brazil. Everything I was doing, I kept on saying that. Even my children, they started praying for me too. In my family, everybody, if I say everybody will pray, mommy, let us go to Brazil, let mommy win the scholarship. It was the prayer point in my family. Even
Wow.
my children, they noticed it. They were praying for me consistently. So
Wow.
I think even my husband too, he was calling me Mama Brazil. Yes, he
You
was
see
calling
what
me Mama.
happens when you
Yes,
put something out there.
yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, he called me that time. He was calling me Mama
Mama
Brazil because
Brazil.
everything, yes. So for me, I think that all these things helped me to really achieve that.
Wow.
Because when the name came out, it was only few of us that were picked, and I was among the few.
Mm,
So telling me that no matter how big something is, no
mm,
matter how you think you might not be qualified for this thing,
mm,
if you actually think about it and put yourself in the right frequency,
mm,
you can really achieve whatever you want to achieve.
mm,
That's
mm.
just it.
Glory
Yeah.
to God. So you've been in Brazil for your no, I want to know one thing. I want to know one thing. Uh how did you feel when your name came out? How did your family react?
I don't know. Let me be frank. For me, I think that it was expected. For me, yes. For
Ooh,
me,
wonderful.
because
That's how it
yes,
should be. Yeah.
I think I expected that result because I was so optimistic about it. And inside my
Mm,
mind, I said, if I couldn't get this one, that means something better is coming my way. So
Mm.
that was just my thinking. I was like, it's must, it's must, it's must. If he did it, okay, but so I really expected that. But at the same time, it proved to me that when you think right,
Mm.
when you think right, you will really achieve your goal.
Yes.
When you think
Yes.
towards your goal, because you have to
Yes.
dwell in it, you have to day and night, always,
Yes.
So when you really do the right thing, you get your desired result.
Hmm.
And again, yes, and my family, they saw the difference, And my husband, I think my husband is not seeing me in another angle, because
Wow.
he's not seeing a wife that can easily go for what she wants
Hmm.
and achieve that thing that she wants. Because sometimes outside the home, I hear, he will not tell me, he will not come and tell me, you are doing this, you are doing that. But from people, I hear that, the way he will be talking about me, the way and my achievements, is really, really proud of me, you know. Yes.
Hmm.
Even if
He-
he doesn't say it in my presence,
Himself, yes. As our
Yes,
men do. They won't tell us. They
yes,
will tell
yes,
somebody else.
yes, yes.
Well, I am so proud of you, so glad. With this, we're asking you to join the foundational level of the How to Think Thinking School. We have three levels: foundational, intermediate, and advanced. 8 weeks, 8 weeks, and 12 weeks, and your life will not be the same. Literally, I mean, you can hear this. Literally, her life is not the same. And that you need to apply yourself. We don't do magic. Would you say we were doing magic in How to Think Thinking School, Engineer Chizzy?
No, not at all.
We are not doing magic.
Not at all, not
You,
at
you have
all.
to do the
Not at
work. You have to keep at it. You have to
You
stay
must, you
there.
must. Yes, you must do the work, because initially I know I talked to you. I was like, I don't know. What am I even thinking? You think sometimes you'll be distracted about,
Yes.
you want to think about this and you're thinking about another thing. But
Hmm.
that's just the part of the growth, we are
Yes.
learning. So it's part of it.
Yes.
Mm.
I did say I'll let you go at 11 is 11 a.m. BST right now. So I'm going to let you go, but I know we could have talked about this for longer, but I wanted to do this recording immediately because I want to share it with as many people as possible so they'll be inspired that even if you don't join the How to Think Thinking School, your thinking, the thoughts you entertain determine the life you live. It does. The life you live
Yeah.
now and the life you live tomorrow, or even the life you live in the next 1 minute. This conversation is a result of my meditation. I was just telling Engineer Chizzy, I was meditating this morning. I put my timer on and I was looking at some things, and for some reason, I went to my phone and I saw what her name, and guess what? Her name had been coming to me for a few weeks, and the same thing she wrote. She said, "You've been on my mind for some time now." So when two people are aligned in the same frequency, you will come together. Same thing if you are
Mm.
aligned in the same frequency with "I'm going to Brazil." The university in Brazil is waiting for me. The university in Brazil
Yes.
now connect with that same thought, because the university in Brazil for PhD is looking for PhD students, those who desire it. So that desire in that person in Nigeria and the desire of that university in Brazil will connect. That's how life works. It's the same with prayer. If you are praying what God desires for you, what God desires for you in prayer, and you will connect. Like her husband was saying, Mama Brazil. Her children were praying, hey, hey, God, let my mommy get it. Everything was connecting, working together for her good. So we give God
Yes.
praise. I am so proud of you. I'm going to keep in touch as always. I've added you to the alumni group for the foundational class. I'm still
All
to
right.
hit the one for the intermediate class. It's on WhatsApp, and I look forward to more things with you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, my dear.
Amen. And thank you
Do
so much.
you want
Thank you
to add
so much.
anything else? Any last
Ah,
words?
yes, yes. Okay. For I don't know, for the people that are listening to this conversation. No, don't think that you can do it for yourself. Don't think that
Mhm.
you can do it on your as in by yourself. it's always good to seek for help because
Mm,
we don't know everything. You don't know everything.
mm,
You
mm,
think you know, but you don't know. Because for you to be here or listening to this means that you are actually looking for something. Because
mm,
if you are not looking for something, you wouldn't have been in this conversation. So for you to be here
mm.
means that you really need that help. So I will encourage each and every one of you to enroll in this foundational class so
Mm.
that you can be able to get that help that you're actually looking for. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that endorsement. I appreciate it, Engineer Chizzy. I wish you could see my face. I'm smiling molar to molar. All my molar teeth are showing.
Mm,
Thank you so much. Enjoy Brazil. I'm sure the sun is shining. It doesn't snow
yeah.
there. Everything is just dandy. Thank God.
Mm,
Enjoy all
thank you.
the best with your PhD. I'm also in the last 2 years of mine. You're going to enjoy it, but you're also studying the language Portuguese
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
same time. Woo!
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Well done,
Yes.
ma'am. And I look forward to your family joining you soon.
Yes. Me too.
Yes, yes, yes. Well done, ma'am.
Thank you
It
so much.
takes
Thank you
well
also.
to do this. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so. Thank
God
you, Coach
bless
K.
you. You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.